And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Pictou County Wellness Center for this High Button Sports live stream of the Pictou County Memorial Hockey Tournament. This team featuring the Moncton Scorpions in the black and the Strait Richmond Pirates here in the white. Starting goaltenders first for the Scorpions, number 33, Xavier Powers. And after a stellar performance earlier in the day, Carter Kirsten will start between the pipes for the Pirates. So Pirates 0-1, Scorpions 1-0. So that puck is moved to Johnston. As now Lutz is just going to fire that in deep. Keating back for it. He ran into his own net. He's going to have to slow things down now. He's just going to fire that cross ice. Almost picked off at the blue line. Now it is. It's going to be ripped back inside the zone. Keating in his own corner. Tries to chip that. Now he's just going to run into his man. Good support coming here. Oh, front now. Opportunity shot, and they score. Scorpions on the board early off the stick there. Of number 21, Maxime Morin. And that's how you draw it up, folks. Early start, early goal. Start on time, as they say. And the Scorpions take a 1-0 lead here with 14 minutes flat, so just a mere minute into this game. And the Scorpions are on the board. Finney, partner pass. Up for Dufour. Dufour tries to get by. Phillips pushes him off. Now in behind their own in the net. They're going to try and rim that around to the point. It's stopped there. Now it's going to be walked in. Nice move to get away from the forechecker there as Kirsten is going to grab that with the glove and hang on. Just over a minute 27 here into this first period. And the Pirates already trail here in this one, but that being said, tons of hockey to be played. Miley Cyrus never hurt anybody down there as player for the Scorpions was upended. Price fires it through the middle. Now it's just going to be dumped down inside the Pirate zone. Kirsten tried to come out to meet that, but gets by him.
Number 21, Maxime Morin, and assisted to Luca, number 8, Luca Dufour.
So Morin from Dufour on that goal for the Scorpions. The Pirates try and exit the zone as Tenard gets a breakout pass at the top of the blue line. Now it's just going to be bounced off the wall down through the neutral zone. So away go the Scorpions. Dallaire, he's going to walk in all alone. Nice move, Dallaire. Shot to the forehand. What a save there from Kirsten. And what a flash of skill there from Dylan Dallaire as he undressed pretty much everybody but couldn't beat Kirsten. As Castle. And now it's going to be pushed up. Pirates are away. Nicholson tried to get free. It's turned over. Lutz tried to get in all alone. Now the Pirates will exit the zone. Tenard. The Scorpions are just going to fire that off the bench. There's Murphy's going to take a bump, and he takes Lutz out in the meantime as he took the worst of that. Now it's going to be a bank pass. Good read off the end wall. Is in over the line. Comes Theriault. Theriault's just going to fire that in deep. He takes a bump in behind the net now. Centering pass. Opportunity there. Kirsten way out the top of the crease. As they bang away at it at the side of the net. And Carter Kirsten out at the top of the crease, challenging the shooter. Ends up making the save, pounces on the rebound. And he'll cover up here with a bunch of black jerseys swarming the crease. The face-off will stay inside the zone. Shot off the draw there as Kirsten was sharp on that one as he's been dialed in here early on despite giving up an early goal. And a little play that maybe the Scorpions have been working on all season. It's actually the Scorpions team are listed as a minor AAA team, so there's a little bit of difference in leagues. Got to assume that instead of U15AA, they're just U15 AAA minor. It's essentially the same thing in my mind anyways. Next step up would be the U15 major. That's going to be moved to the point. Finney holds the line. Murphy tries to get the puck out. Now it's going to be picked up here by Keating. Keating turned that over inside his own blue line. Opportunity backdoor there, and a good stick on Murphy as he just caught the open man. Now Finney Fires that on net. It's tipped. Rebound there. Kirsten battling at the side of the net and once again stays strong at the post. And he has been rock solid so far here in the first period. 11-11 left to go here in the first. As he'll get a tap from his teammates. Carter Kirsten looks to be sharp early on. Shots are 9-0 here in favor of the Scorpions. They're slithering their way through traffic here. You don't want to get stung by the Scorpions any more than what's been going on here early. It's going to be chipped back out into the neutral zone, and now it's going to be played. There's going to be a penalty behind the play. And we're going to wait to see what the official call is. It's going to be Mikel LeBlanc. They're going to get a head contact penalty, so we'll see if it's 2 or 4. It's going to be 2, so unintentional head contact, I guess you could call it. The Acadia Axemen and Antigonish Bulldogs officially underway over at Hector Arena, but here at the Wellness Center, the Pirates are going to head to the power play, the man advantage, the PP, the peeper, whatever you want to call it. They're up a man here, and they're going to look to equalize things here. So it is a 4-minute head contact penalty. So intentional head contact is the call. LaRue now tries a center. He does. And in the meantime, Powers tried to whack it back into the corner, but ends up smothering it in his feet, but it's covered up here. Right next door to us, the Bedford Blues lead the Acadia Axemen 2-0 in the U15AA division. The in-town, out-of-town scoreboard. Now Keating's just going to try and chip it to himself. He will. Now it's going to go back to the point. Johnston, good job there to hold the line. As Gracie was starting to head back to retreat, but play continues here as that puck's going to go down onto Kirsten. He's just going to come out to meet that, but the puck slowed up on its own. Now as Keating's going to have a little bit of time and space, he's just going to work through the middle of the ice. Now work down the left side. Keating is going to walk in. Center it through the middle there. An opportunity for Tenard, but just couldn't get it towards the net. Now as Gracie lines up the field goal there, way up over the net. There's Price in there to help out Keating. Good job. Good position to stop that puck as he fires that on net. And Powers will have no trouble with that one as he'll smother it up with the glove and hang on as Keating takes a peek at his stick there. Looks like he was choked up a little bit, based on the conversation he just had with the coach. And my old man used to say, it's not the wand, it's the wizard. But when you can't get your hands positioned, it's definitely the wand. And I'm going to side with the player on this one, not my old man. As Phillips will hold the zone. Now an opportunity here for Jacob Johnston. He's going to hit the brakes. Tries to spin around now. He's got Scott on him. And now Scott will upend his man. Down goes Johnston. And we're going to have a 5-on-3 here for the Pirates for 2:37. So a very extended 5-on-3 here as Samuel Scott will sit for 2. A glorious, glorious opportunity here for the Pirates if they can get some wind into their sails here on their ship and tie things up. Now Price tries to fight for that in front of the net. And that shot from a distance covered up by Powers. And he'll hang on here. The Scorpion jersey remind me of the old Woodstock Slammers. Back in the day, a powerhouse in the Maritime Junior A League. Nice to see the Pictou County Crushers Junior A team here on site taking part in the festivities as they'll do player of the game presentations. So part of being a hockey player in a town like this, or any town at all, is being involved in the community. And at the end of the day, hockey is raising hockey players, but also young men, and I'm sure you've heard that before. So always nice to see them out. And I know the Crushers wrote help and shovel. So community involvement, a big thing here, folks, as we get into the older leagues now as Morin off to the races. All by himself to the forehand, and he scores. Maxime Morin, second of the game with a good flash of speed there, short-handed, 5-on-3. no problem for the Scorpions as they extend their lead now to 2-0. So tough goal to give up if you're the Pirates. It's got caught flat-footed in the neutral zone, and Morin makes them pay. Now Lutz is just going to chip that inside the Pirate zone. He's just going to ease off here. They want to get into the penalty kill position. I've said a lot of words so far today. Johnson's just going to carry it up. He's going to make his move down the right side. He's going to have a step into the corner. Backdoor pass, they whack at it. It was in the air. Now Keating, once again, great job to hold the line. Throws a magnificent saucer pass cross ice. And now Keating with a one-timer tipped in front. Rebounds there. As Murphy gets tangled up with his man. Lutz is going to fire that around. Keating plays it with the hand. He's going to bring it to himself. Now he's going to fire it through a crowd, and it at the top of the crease once again is Powers. So he smothers up and hangs on. 8:10 left to go here. Puck's sent the length of the ice. Kirsten's going to come out and play it. He's going to leave it there for Phillips. Phillips swings back. He'll pivot and head back up ice. Through the middle now for Nicholson. Nicholson, he'll walk in over the line. Nice head fake there. Kind of had a hard time with the puck there, but he's going to have some time here as the 5-on-3 continues for another 15 seconds. They fire that at the net from a bad angle. It's going to go back up to the point for Castle. Castle, he's going to scan. He'll fire a saucer pass cross ice. Phillips with a goal in the game earlier. Shot there, tipped, sitting in the slot area. They bang away at it, and it's going to be cleared here by the Scorpions. Now Castle comes in. So one player freed from the box. That's Scott. Now it's going to come out the side of the net there as the Pirates tried to work in behind, but the puck gets caught up at the net. 5-on-4 now for 28 seconds. The only thing doing here on this power play was a shorthanded goal here for Maxime Morin. Another 3 games on tap here after this one. The final game of the day over at Hector Arena going on right now. Now Johnston fires that through a crowd, and it'll be smothered up by Powers. Doing a great job at tracking that puck through the crowd. Keeping himself square to that shooter. He once again makes a glove save. Crowd starting to fill in nicely here at the Wellness Center. Obviously a lot more seats on this side of things, so the other barn looks completely packed. Our commentator Brendan over there, all the way here from Port Hood, Nova Scotia, home of the Cape Breton West Islanders, who will be in town tomorrow night. So they'll take on the week's majors. So lots of hockey going on here in Pictou County. 47 games in the Memorial Tournament, a U15 major game and a U18 major game, just to add the icing on the cake. As LeBlanc will use a great escape move here, but he turns it over at the blue line. Johnston didn't like the lane that he had, so he fires it in deep. LeBlanc in there, as well as LaRue. Now it's going to be ripped around for Theriault. Theriault is pushed from behind there. Keating's going to walk the line. Another nice move. Not sure how he got it through Lutz there. Another nice move there from Keating. Must have got a stick handler for Christmas. Or the super deker, I guess is what the kids are calling it now. It's those things didn't exist when we played. Just a stick and a puck is all we used. Sound like the old cranky guy talking about that now as Lutz is going to pick that up. We're back to even strength now. That dump in hit the ref, caught him snoozing. 6 minutes left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead here for the Scorpions. 2 goals, both off the stick of Morin. Now that centering pass is almost picked off. It does exit the zone now as Keating's going to push up. DJ a little bit early on the music there. Turn the sensitivity down on the old iPhone. Cross ice pass, tape to tape. Away goes Mazarol down the left side. He's just going to dump that in. Phillips back for it. He's got Dufour on him. That centering pass, it wasn't intended to be centering pass, but it ended up being. Now Matheson takes his man out. Good second effort there from the Scorpions. They'll chip it to themselves in front. It's laying there in the slot. As Richard now tipped there off the player Phillips in front. That puck was going wide. Now as Tenard's going to pick it up. He's stick lifted. Away go the Scorpions in transition. Good exchange there with Richard, who's just going to fire it in deep, and he'll get a great dump there. As the idea for the dump is if you don't have the guy streaking, you want to get it in behind the goaltender. So they bang away at it at the side of the net. Tenard He'll pick it up on the backhand. He tries to chip it to himself, but Mazarol takes away that wall lane. Good stretch partner pass there for Phillips. Phillips has his target. He's going to fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing. That one's a no-doubter. Katie Axman, Antigonish Bulldogs still tied at zeros over at the Hector Arena, one of the greatest old barns I've been in, and the word is the rink fries there are top notch. That's going to be ripped around. Dylan Green tried to get rid of that one. Now he will. One hand on the stick. Tenard, he's going to run into his man. Now Green will get another opportunity. Back to the point. Partner pass across for Finney. Finney's going to have some time. He'll shoot that. Kirsten kicks that away. Rebound to the side of the net. Kirsten will pounce on the loose puck as LeBlanc wanted no part of the extracurricular stuff in front. And I don't blame him. Up 2-0. Late in the first period, 4:25. 13-9 are the shots in favor of Moncton. Face-off taken by the Pirates. They center that pass. It's turned over. Lutz turns, fires that. That was blocked. Johnston got a piece of that one. Pushed out into the neutral zone. Scott's going to have to go back for it. He's got player on him and Lumbercat. Well, Murphy. He's going to fire that back inside the zone. LeBlanc had a hard time with it, but he ends up coming away with the puck now. As Lumbercat in there on the forecheck, causing a stir in the pot. Now, centering pass there, looking for Mumbercat once again. Just out of his reach now as Keating's going to have to retreat. See stick check there, Lutz down the right side. Just pushed that too far ahead for himself to get in the clear now as Beliveau is going to get in the corner against Johnston. Beliveau takes a bump. Johnston comes away with the puck here. He's battling away down there, but the Scorpions are going to center that pass. Goes back up to the right point. Richard, good hard partner pass, cross ice. Rouleau is just going to fire that down deep. Lutz picks it up. He's going to spin, give himself, and have himself open towards the net. It's Johnston. He's going to fire that pass through the middle. Good job there is Murphy. He's just going to get that in deep and give chase. Nicholson on the other side. Powers out to play it. Rimmed around now is Theriault is just going to fire that through the middle. It's turned over. LaRue, opportunity there and just a little bit tardy on the pass, but the puck comes free as Powers tried to cover up and couldn't maintain possession, as now the Scorpions are away. Morin, forehand, goes to the backhand, and as he went back to the forehand, had it poked off his stick, and a fantastic back check there from Keating. As now Gracie, he's off to the races. He's got Finney on him. Puck gets pushed off his stick. LaRue with it. Finney, good job there to fight through a crowd and find his man. Didn't need anything crazy, just needed to separate the puck. As Alain and Gracie get caught down there, and the Scorpions are away. Potential 3-on-2 forming here. Dufour stays on side. Nice chip pass there for Finney. Finney had that poked off his stick by Phillips, but he'll regain possession. Finney fires that through the middle. Ends up finding the stick of Morin. 2 goals already. Good blind pass there. Pretty lucky for that one to get through. So now Gracie's just going to chip that out through the neutral zone down into just over 2 minutes of play here in the first. Good breakout pass from Alliance. He was being pressed from that side. Now Morin again down the left side. Had that poked off his stick. Tenard now turned it over inside the line. Opportunity out front there for Mazarol. So he tried to take the return pass, but it got tipped away from him at the last second. Back down low. Scott fired that in deep. That was Matheson that fired that around. LeBlanc tried to fire that on net. Gracie blocked that. Tenard now he's off to the races here. He's got Scott pressing him. Tenard in all alone to the backhand shot. Oh, what a save there from Powers as he stuck the glove out in desperation and makes a great save. His best save of the game so far on the 11th shot here for the Pirates. Not going away without a fight at all here. As they continue to trail this one, Mazarol, he's just going to flick that one way up in the air, and that's not going to have enough for icing. Very smart play, actually, and maybe an underrated play in my opinion. Didn't have enough gas to get the red line, so he just flicked it way up in the air and gave his team an opportunity to win a puck race. So we're now officially into the last minute here of the first period. Head of steam right now by Jacob Johnston as he's pushed off the puck there from Rouleau. Rouleau using his body, maybe not the biggest defender, but making his play felt big time, and there's going to be a head contact penalty here, and it looks like it's going to be on Johnson, who was frustrated he couldn't get by Rouleau. Ends up taking a little bit of a, won't call it a retaliation penalty, but maybe a little bit of frustration, as he'll go to the box now with 50.9 seconds left to go, and the Scorpions will go back to the power play. Ed's East Phantoms are starting to roll into the building now as they're coming to support their Moncton counterparts. Back to the point for Richard. Rouleau back into the middle. Good job to spread out here the Scorpions. Shot there from a distance. And now it's going to be sent the length of the ice. 2 minutes for head contact is the call. As now Power has had a hard time with that dump in. Great job at the line there as Dallaire had to retreat back for that puck, but the Scorpions do a great job of getting back on side. So slow things down now. Dre, we'll call him the doctor. Rouleau, backdoor pass, good stick there in front. And a good battle. As Dre now. Got upended by Castle. Tenard now tries to chip that to himself. Puck comes out, 5 seconds left to go. Price takes a bump. Nearing the end of the first period now. Rouleau, pass ice for Dre. Dre through the middle. And that will do it here for the first period. So after one complete period of play, the Moncton Scorpions 2, the Strait Richmond Pirates no score. We'll be back with second period action here in just a moment. Welcome back, folks, inside the Pictou County Wellness Center here on the Sobeys ice pad for this U15AA matchup. If you're just joining us, or if you're not, regardless, the Scorpions own a 2-goal lead here thus far, and they find themselves on the power play for another minute here to start the second period. There's Lutz now. He's going to fire that back. They try and shove it at the side of the net. They do, but couldn't get it in, and then Phillips fired it on his own nets in the top of the crease. Back to Alain. Alain shot there. And Kirsten out at the top of the crease once again, challenging the shooter. And he's thinking, if you're going to get the puck through me, you're going to have to get a rebound and hope that my defensemen aren't there to clear house. It's the only 2 goals that have been allowed have been 2 point-blank opportunities. That's LeBlanc now. Back pass there for Scott. Scott tries to go back down low. Now he will. He'll find the stick there of Beliveau, but only for a moment, as he'll get the return pass back just underneath the face-off dot. Belivau's going to have some time. He has some lane now. He tries to center and get that picked off. Nicholson's going to have a step here. Nicholson's going to have to beat Lutz. Down. Cuts back to the right side. Nicholson tried to get a shot off and was just disrupted enough that he couldn't get a piece of it. Now is Beliveau in behind his own net. Nicholson's just going to funnel him out to one side. He blows a tire. Takes his time getting back up, so that's going to give Beliveau plenty of time to break out here. There's 3 seconds left as Powers is going to let everybody know that the penalty is about to expire. Lutz tries to go back door into the skates. Now Johnston. So Rowan Johnston and Jacob Johnston out there. So now we're back to even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. 2-0 lead for the Scorpions. Hope you're enjoying your viewing experience so far as we continue to roll through this Pictou County Memorial Tournament in memory of that family that lost their lives back in 83, 84. So 38 years has this tournament been going on, and it's quite the event so far, and it's only in day 1, so lots of crazy, exciting hockey to be played here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, as well as the Hector Arena, one of the original arenas around here. We won't say original, but 50 years the Hector Arena has been in business, and we had the opportunity to meet Mr. Ron yesterday there, who helps run that place. So always nice to get a little insight on where you're at and the people keeping the arena running. Because I think we can all agree on this, folks, but without people like that, these rinks don't exist. So now the Scorpions are just going to set things up. 5-on-5 down there. Richard back down into the middle. Moran, now Rouleau will get it. He shoots that, goes short side blocker, but Kirsten right there to make the save. Now the Pirates are going to try and break out. Chip to himself there, pulled it into the middle. Now it's over the red line and deep. So McPherson's going to get in there. He'll hit the break center things, but Mazerall back through the middle of the ice. He'll make a great play on the back check. Now he'll spin away from a forechecker up the wall. Now good clean breakout here from the Scorpions as now they'll fire across ice. Moran might have a step here on Keating. Keating's just going to keep him to the outside. He pokes that puck off his stick, uses his reach advantage to his advantage. As now Johnson's going to try and chip that up to LaRue. It comes outside the line. LaRue's in a puck race here with Alain. Alain's going to chip that off the wall, and away go the Scorpions. They're just going to get that in deep. Dre coming from the bench there, cross corner dump. Kirsten just going to fire that around. Johnson was surprised maybe by the forecheckers. He's rocking the C here in this game for the Pirates, as Keating's just going to soft chip that up off the half wall, looking to let his team win a puck race there. As Tenard got there first, but he was double teamed there by Dallaire and Alain. And now we're going to have another puck race here as Price might have a step there on Finney. Finney does a good job to stay with him as he almost lost his footing, as Price couldn't escape the back check of Finney, as that puck will stay in behind the goal line. Tenard in on the forecheck, but it's going to find the stick of Alain here. Up the half wall, tipped out into the neutral zone. Johnson's going to have to come back here as he gets the red line and gets it in deep. 11:15 left to go. So we'll have a flood and an intermission in between the second and third, but we are minutes away from that here still. Excuse me. Is Dallaire. We've seen his skill so far. Delayed penalty coming to the Pirates here once Johnson touches up. And Dallaire and Johnson are going to go at it down there. And now we're going to have some fun stuff down in the corner. Johnson got his glove off, and that's not to say he's fighting. He just lost it in the melee. So we're going to have maybe at least one penalty, maybe two here. Now Johnson is going to be penalized here. Tried to sneak away from the ref and heading to the bench, but the ref caught it. So Keating and Johnston both going to go here for the Pirates. So Johnson's got a Johnson's got a head contact. Keating with a rough. We'll try and figure things out here down at the timekeeper's box, but regardless, the Pirates have 5 players on the ice still. And they're going to have to take another one off as well. We'll see how things play out here in this one. So we got a 4-minute head contact penalty to Rowan Johnston. And a 2-minute penalty to Isaac Keating. Go to the power play, go the Scorpions. Belivo's going to take a shot there, and Kirsten got a piece of that as it ended up in behind the net. They're going to bank that in behind once again. So 5-on-3 here for the Scorpions as they lead by 2. Centering pass there, and a shot. Kirsten out at the top of the crease once again. Rebound, and that one goes wide as Lutz came firing from the end wall. Now he's going to work at the back post. Scott fires that back door, and you could see that from up here, but maybe a different view from down on the ice. But that puck just intercepted at the last time, and it looks like the Katie Axemen have opened up the scoring here against the Indigenous Bulldogs over at the Hector Arena. And Scott gets the breakout going. LeBlanc gonna fire that cross ice for Lutz. Lutz will pick that up on the back end. He makes a nice move, slides that in the middle. One time faked as the Pirates can't get the puck out. They're gonna have an opportunity now, but Lutz back in to help out up top. Johnston, battle with him. Top of the left point for Rouleau. Rouleau shot there. Big save from Kirsten as he stayed upright instead of going down in the butterfly, and he makes a good shoulder save there. Kirsten, an absolute warrior down there for his team, as Rouleau now will take that return pass back into the middle. Good separation there. Shot, tipped, goes just by the net. There's nobody seen it except for maybe us up here in the booth. 30 seconds left in the first penalty. Shot through a distance. Kirsten with the left pillow save. And the rebound into his midsection as he covers up. It's Carter Kirsten. Story of the game so far here for the Pirates. And a song coming over the speakers from our childhood up here in the booth. Little Backstreet Boys. That'll inject some life into our generation of fans there in the crowd. Good job by Alain just to take that as far back on the blue line as he can. The Scorpions team clearly working on their power play as they look for the backdoor pass. Once again, Alain's going to have to hurry. He wanted to dive. And now Nicholson with a head of steam. He's going to get in there first. Nicholson down the right side. He fires that onto Powers and goes to the net for the rebound. And he'll just skate right away. And a good burst of speed there from Ethan Nicholson. Face off won by the Pirates, but taken by the Scorpions. First penalty to Keating expires. Another 2 minutes in there for Johnston. Down the right side of the Scorpions, in behind the net below the goal line. Back up top, Alain left side point. He'll partner pass that across for Finney. Finney fires that on net, and wouldn't you know it, Kirsten out at the top of the crease once again. Takes it in the old bread basket. Quickest crest in the league is what they say about Kirsten, and if he can see it, he's going to stop it. Back to the point. Scott pulls it away. Now he's going to separate himself from all the forecheckers. Back down low for Mazeral. Mazeral's going to go back to Scott. Scott's going to fire that cross ice. LeBlanc's going to wait for that to go off the wall. Now he's going to fire towards the net. It's tipped there in front, and they score. Looks like Morin for the hat trick as Maxime Morin finds himself in a good spot in front, gets a stick on things, and he will complete the hattie. And not a single hat on the ice, but hats off to Mr. Morin. If I could get my bucket from here to the ice, I would, but the old T-ball arm has been acting up the last few months. Regardless of that, a 3-0 lead here for the Scorpions. All three off the stick of Maxime Morin. Now as Dallaire fires it backdoor for Dre. Dre tries to fire it back through into the crease. And now Carter Kirsten is going to get some lettuce time down there in the camera as his bucket flies off on a little bit of a collision, but it looks like he's going to be okay. It looks like maybe the sweatband came out of the front of the helmet. And exactly that, as he probably didn't even have much time for that helmet to dry up between the last game and this one. As the Pirates rolling with one goaltender.
Moncton goal scored by number 21, his third of the game, assisted to number 9 and number 8. Down to the goal, 8:26.
So that last goal by Morin, assisted by Samuel Scott and Luca Dufour. Cross ice pass, right point. LeBlanc's gonna have some time to tee that one up. Scott, once again, he'll fire it across. Good job by the Scorpions. They're very spread out. Now is a rebound in front. Oh, what a save from Kirsten as he flicked out that right arm. And he makes a save with the inside of his blocker. And now another shot from the point is smothered up. And both sides crowd are giving Kirsten a tap now after an unbelievable display of goaltending from the young netminder down there. That rebound was point blank, and even Dre is going to go up and give Kirsten a tap as he can't believe that one didn't go in. He's going to go back to the bench and go, can you believe that? Carter Kirsten on his 24th shot. With a fantastic save, and one of the saves of the tournament so far, at least from this ice pad now, as that puck is spread out across the blue line. Rouleau is going to fire that towards the net. It's picked off there. So LaRue will take that loose puck up to McPherson. McPherson on the right wing. He's just going to fire that towards the net. It's just going to be ending up being a cross-corner dump. Gracie picks it up, turns it over. Beliveau might have a step here. He's going to have to beat Matheson. Beliveau in all alone to the forehand. Back to the forehand. Shaw, what a save from Kirsten. as he sprawled out and made the right pad save, and he keeps this thing at a 3-goal lead. He says nobody else is going to score, just Morin. And now it's going to be held in at the line. Phillips, he'll take a little bit of a bump there. Is not the most physical game so far, but lots of good puck movement and speed and skill on display so far, as Rouleau will hold the line. Lutz gets through Phillips. Lutz, backdoor pass, shot there, and Kirsten was there as Beliveau fanned on the one-timer, and he's not happy with himself now as Kirsten will fight through a crowd to make the save. 6:57 left to go here in the second period. And the Pirates being led here by the goaltending of Mr. Carter Kirsten, who's been absolutely peppered here so far in the second period. Is there anything that gives your team more confidence than a solid goaltending performance? Now if they can get one on the board and get one by Powers, be a little bit of a recipe for success, but they got to get the first one. You know what they say, you got to score to win. As Elaine's just going to rip that one in deep. Just over 6 minutes left to go here in the second period. So we push through the middle. Now Morin, puck's going to come outside the zone, so the Scorpions are going to have to regroup. Good job by Mazeral to get back on side on time. Partner pass across for Keating. Keating's going to fire that up the wall for Mumbercat. Mumbercat turns it over to Mazeral. Keating chips it through. Now Dufour's got Morin all alone in front. Out front to Morin to the backhand shot. What a save from Kirsten once again. He says you can have 3, but you're not going to get 4. Now the shot from the point from Finney is blocked by Johnson, and that one stung. I know it did. It hit him in the side of the boot. Now nice little pass under the stick there. Nicholson, he's going to weave and go back down the right side. He's going to work down on a lane. Nicholson, shot there. He tried to go far side blocker. That goes wide up near the Sam sign. The left point. Turned over, and now Dre. Good stretch pass there. Dre all alone. Keating on him. Dre, a little bit lackadaisical shot there as he takes a bump from Keating, and he missed the net. So he slowed up and tried to maybe catch Kirsten firing back into the net there. As sometimes when you attack with speed and slow up, it forces the goalie back into the net, give you a better look at the net there. But he couldn't beat Kirsten, as now it's chipped up over everybody. Scott will meet that puck there, and he'll just fire back down inside the zone. Back out to Lair, all alone, shot there as he showed off the dipsy doodles. And he fires that up off the glass. LeBlanc, dangerous pass. Almost sent Mumbercat off to the races. Mumbercat battling down there in the half wall. That's going to be passed out front. Opportunity shot. What a block there from Johnston. Down 3-0 in front of the net. Sacrificing the body on a Friday afternoon. Now if he could get a couple in the net, we could use the term block shots, win games. We're having a hard time getting anything past the defense here of this Moncton team. And now Dallaire with a huge run at Murphy, and he just missed him there. May have caught a little bit of his leg, but play continues. Now a stretch pass there for Theriault off the bench. Caught everybody napping. Moncton in on the forecheck once again. Turned over. Back to the point, Richard. He's not going to waste any time. He's going to fire that at the net. Keating blocked that with the leg. He's going to race Beliveau now. Good stick lift as he tried to fire that back up the strong side. 2-on-1 now down low. Lutz tried to pick that up on the forehand. Looked like maybe he couldn't decide as Johnson will run him into the wall. Now it's going to be chipped off. They're going to have numbers here. 3 black jerseys caught below the goal line. Johnson's away. He's just going to get the red line and fire it in deep, and they're going to go for a full change. As Powers comes out to play that. 3:40 left to go here in the second period. Good job on the forecheck there from Johnston. So he's going to stay with it. Now an opportunity shot there, point blank, and that goes up over the net. Green pinches down to hold the line. He does. Theriault there as well. And now it's going to come outside the zone. So the Pirates are just going to fire that back in deep. Cross corner dump once again. Rouleau will pick it up. He's going to fire that through the middle weakly. Almost turned over as Tenard now. He's going to try and work through a crowd. Moran's going to get that return pass. He tries to make a move, try to pull it to himself, but it's picked off by Tenard. Tenard in over the line. He's going to pull it through the feet. In on Rouleau. Stays with it. That's going to be picked up here by the Scorpions, and a little bit of good getaway speed here from Richard as he's going to work down the left side. Green wanted to hip check, but couldn't quite time it as that shot bounces off the blocker of Kirsten and up into the netting. 2:50 left to go here in the second period. What a display of goaltending here from the young netminder from the Pirates. 28-12 are the shots in favor of the Scorpions now, as Alain will fire that back down to the half wall for Mazerall, who has a hard time with it. Back down low. Oh, front there for Dufour. Caught everybody by surprise, but Kirsten was ready. Shot there through a crowd, and that finds the back of the net. Was Xavier Alain. And just like that, the Scorpions extend their lead to 4. And not exactly how they drew it up, but puck's on net. Puck's in deep. And every now and then you're going to find a hole there, as I don't think Kirsten saw it. I probably still hasn't seen it. Back to center ice we go, under 3 minutes. The puck's going to get in deep here. Alain, most recent goal scorer. We'll fire that cross ice. Morin looking for some more.
Scored by number 15, Xavier Allen. Assisted by number 8, U15AA, and number 21, Maxime Morin.
So Dufour and Morin with assists. So Morin 4 points in the game. Alain with a goal. So that one bounces through his feet. That's going to stay inside the zone. Backdoor pass. Mazerall looking for the rebound. Kirsten will take away the bottom half of the net down there. Now an opportunity there. They try to get a shot off, but disrupted. In the meantime, there's going to be a penalty. And it's going to go to Morin. So absolutely lighting up the score sheet here is Maxime Morin. He's got 3 goals, an assist, now a penalty. So they'll be shorthanded for the rest of the second period, barring a goal, of course. Acadia still leading the Antigonish Bulldogs by a score of 1-0. Face-off. Pushed forward, an opportunity. Oh, what a save there from Powers. May have hit the side of the net as Mumbercat was right on the doorstep. Now LeBlanc, a foot race with Murphy. He's going to come away with that. He's going to spin back. Turn and fire that on Kirsten. He kicked that rebound out into the slot. Nobody home for the Scorpions, though.
To number 21, 2 minutes for tripping.
Johnston will just get that in deep. I'm going to try and work behind the goal line. It's going to come back out to the point. Keating is just going to nonchalantly play that back inside the zone. Mumbercat's just going to fire that on the net. He scores! Bryson Mumbercat breaks the shutout here for the Pirates on the power play. And it's 4-1 now for the Scorpions. You know what they say, folks. Pucks to the net and good things happen. And Mumbercat proved that there on that one. May have been deflected along the way, but bar and in instead of bar and out, which we saw a couple times in their game earlier this morning. The Pirates are on the board and they have life. Now if they can hold on here, 48 seconds, and that shot there for Dallaire was an absolute laser 1-T on that drop pass. Now the clearing attempt hits their own body. Masson's just going to chip that into the corner. It's going to be rimmed around the other side. Richard able to get there at the right side blue line and hold the puck inside the zone. Now Matheson had that turned over. He's just going to fire that back to the point. Rouleau going to meet that puck there. Shot, that was blocked. They get another opportunity. He just shovels that towards the net and then puts his hand up in defense. Dallaire tries to make a move. He gets away from the forechecker, but the puck stays there. So now it's going to be chipped up off the wall. Through the middle, tried to force a pass. Tenard didn't like that one. Shows it in the body language. Dallaire tries to pull it through. And now Dallaire's going to run his man into the wall. And that's going to do it here for 2 complete. So after 2 full periods of play, the Moncton Scorpions 4, the Strait Richmond Pirates 1. Shots on goal, 32-14 in favor of Moncton. We're going to head to a quick intermission. We'll do a flood, and we'll be back with third period action here when we return. So thank you very much for tuning in, and stick with us here as we're in for quite the finish. All right, we're back here. Third period action. Moncton leading this one 4-1. We're officially underway here for the third period. LaRue is just going to fire that in on net. 5 seconds into the third period, and we have our first whistle. So next game here at the ice pad, Sobey's ice pad, I guess we can call it, will be the Pictou County Crushers Bantam A, or U15A, I guess, against the Tassa Ducks, and that game will start at 5. Immediately following that will be the opening ceremonies here, which it's always a good time here in these tournaments to see all the teams out on the ice at one time now, as that's just going to be ripped down inside, gets stopped up by the water. And we'll see if the water will play a little bit of defense here. Scorpions try and get outside the zone. Lutz, good job there to eat some ice, enough time to get that puck in deep. Down and behind Gracie, got Lutz on him, Keating in there as well as Theriault. Just come out to the right side point. LeBlanc's going to hold the line. He makes a nice move there. He gets by 2. Much to the delight of the cameraman up here. He liked that one. That's a risky play at the blue line. That was Keating is just going to barrel through LeBlanc. Now we're going to have a penalty, as Keating is going to give LeBlanc a tap. And they're going to call that a charge. And although I disagree with 2.5 strides, maybe just Keating being a little bit bigger in size there. You see a lot of that in today's game, where the bigger man throws a hit and they end up getting a penalty. So regardless, the Scorpions are going to head to the power play here. Looking to regain their 4-goal lead, as LeBlanc is fine there. And now we're going to have an opportunity. Gracie is just going to go on his own. LaRue is going to hang back. Gracie's just going to fire that on net, and Powers is just going to redirect that one into the corner. Now it's going to be picked up here by the Scorpions as they fire one cross ice. Dufour tries to fire that and miss the puck on the pass. Now they'll fire cross ice. It's Mazerol will walk in over the line, 1-on-2. Mazerol in all alone. Opportunity here. Tries to go short side and hit the side of the net. See, dance through everybody with ease. Now Richard back to the point. Richard back down to Mazerol. Mazerol at the half wall. He's going to fire it down low, looking for the return pass. Now he'll get it out front. Goes to the backhand. Maybe the forehand rebound, and they score. Mazerol almost got himself buckled there, and he made one too many moves, but when he lost the puck, it ends up coming loose into the crease area, and Liam Rouleau activated from the point to jump down and fire that one into the empty cage. And for a second, I thought Kirsten might have had it, but it ends up tickling the twine. And it's a 4-goal lead restored here. And Dufour wants some more off that face-off. He's just going to fire that in deep. Johnston out there with Keating now. Puck finds Johnston, the other Johnston. He's got Price with him. He's just going to chip that. Mazerol gets in his way, but Johnston will just bury him and push him out of the way. As Keating now picks it up. He's going to chip that off the glass. Good safe play. Tenard had that bounce through his, and now he's going to swing it back for Johnston. Rowan Johnston fires that cross ice, as what I assume is his brother will pick it up. Mazerol will leave that there, and Rouleau is going to try and get that in deep, but Keating is going to pick that one up and flick that one way up into the air. So Rouleau from Mazerol. And now Dallaire is in all alone. He's got Johnson on him. Dallaire fakes to the forehand, goes to the backhand. Another save by Kirsten, point blank. As Dallaire, the leg kick. And now another save by Kirsten as he kicks that rebound out. Price is away to the races. He tries to move it through Finney. As Tenard will rip that in. The Pirates are offside, so they're going to have to touch up. Dallaire coming back to help out. Nice toe drag there. Johnston once again gets free. Falls down at the blue line. Puck gets in deep. There's LeBlanc. The puck bounces out into the crease, and nobody there for the Pirates. That puck is cleared away. No harm. Dallaire will pick up that bank pass. He's going to chip it to himself. Another spin move. Tenard's going to steal that puck, though, as he's in on the lane. Elaine, good job there to take away that scoring lane. And now Sticks get tangled up, and the parents on the Moncton side wanted a penalty call there, but it looked like a little bit of a harmless tangle up. So away go the Scorpions. In over the blue line here. Dre tries to get himself into a position to shoot the puck, but he had that taken off his stick. Tenard fires it up for Johnston. Johnston is going to chip that off the wall and in deep. Powers is going to come out to play it off the end wall. He's going to leave it there for his defender, Scott. Scott just narrowly dodges a hit there. He's back up the half wall. A little soft chip out in the neutral zone. Nicholson was there for it, but Castle's just going to fire that back up the wall. Nicholson was swinging in behind. Now it's going to be picked up here. The Scorpions in all alone to the forehand, to the backhand shot there, and Kirsten smothers up the puck, closes those arms, and denies Scott from extending this lead here in the third period. 38 shots on goal, 33 saves for Kirsten so far in this game, and 15 down at the other end for Powers. Game 5 here at the Sobeys Ice Pad at the Pictou County Wellness Center. It's officially 4 o'clock now. And behind the net, looking for the centering pass. They find it, but it's going to hit a shin pad there. Now is Castle just going to elect to throw the hit. Now it's out front. Beliveau knew he didn't have much time, so Rouleau is going to walk the line. He holds it. Back over for Scott. He winds up, fires. Kirsten makes the glove save and hangs on. Once again here. Line change here for the Pirates defenders. So back down inside the Pirates zone. We go to the right of Kirsten. That face-off play there where they try and push it to the side and just hit a one-timer. Worked earlier in the first period. Now a backdoor pass. Mazerol to the backhand. Oh, what a toe save there from Kirsten, but a man there on the back door. Looked like Christian Beliveau, and he just taps that one home. Doesn't get much easier than that. The old Christmas present in February. And that will be 6-1 now, so a 5-goal lead here for the Scorpions just at the end of the second period when the Pirates looked like they gained some momentum. 5-goal lead here for the Scorpions. 41 shots on goal now. Tip through the middle. Morin, 4 points in this game. He's going to close down that left wing wall. He's going to walk in underneath, centers it out front, Dufour, and he scores. Kirsten thought he had it, looked behind him, puck was in the basket, and just like that, bang, bang, 7-1 Scorpions. Lots of action in the booth beside us. So DJ's just going to let the music play here, similar to a Thunderbirds game. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a fan of it. I can see where people might not be a fan of it, as it's not the traditional way of doing things, but you know, players like music, fans like music. But they're going to turn it off as you see the penalty box attendant rip over there and turn that off. So that's teamwork all around here at a tournament, folks. On the ice, off the ice. Lots of lessons and lots of opportunities to become a unit out there. So opportunity there from the point. And we ripped around. LeBlanc will meet that there here for the Scorpions as he takes a big hit there from Johnston. Gracie's going to pick it up here for the Pirates. He's going to walk out with some time and space. Now he's going to cut back. Had that picked off there by Dallaire. LeBlanc tries to get it deep twice now. It's LaRue. Whacks it to him. Backdoor is what they yelled here from the crowd as Dre tried to pick up that loose puck, and now it's going to be held in at the line. Chipped up off the glass and in play still, so Johnston will move right along. Keating's going to fire that up ice. Picked off there by Rouleau. Now Dallaire's just going to chip it to himself down in his own zone. He's going to wheel around the net, pick up some speed, and try and get the getaway sticks going here. But McPherson right on him as Dallaire just continues on. Now he's going to get by everybody, but he lost the puck. So it gets into the feet, and Dallaire has seen enough, so he'll head to the bench. Lutz there with a shot, or sorry, Rouleau And Kirsten with a right shoulder save as McPherson will leave that there for Johnson. Johnson down the right side over the red line. He's going to get that in deep. Powers is going to come out to play it. Johnson there. Almost stole the puck. That comes back to Johnston at the point. Nice move there, the old peel and drag. And now he shoots there, tried to go blocker side, and he fired that one up off the pane of glass. Back for Keating. Keating is just going to chip that. Lutz is off to the races if they can get him the puck, and that's one of those passes that doesn't need to be 100 miles an hour. It just needs to be an area pass. Get it past the white jerseys and let your players skate into it, but he tried to connect with a laser and ends up sending that the length of the ice for icing. So back into run time here, the 4th game in a row here at this ice pad of run time. Looks like it's a 6-goal spread in the 3rd period, and my guess is that they're doing that to make sure nothing happens. So we got a head in the screen. Now Kirsten's going to come out to play the puck. He's way out of his net. Now he'll backpedal here as Moran's going to get a pass. He fires that. That goes up over the net. Rebound comes way back out in front. And it's going to be picked off here by Johnston. He's got Tenard with him. He's going to work his way through center. Nice inside out move now as he'll make another one. Cuts back to the right side on the backhand. Fires that on net. And Powers with a save and a nice little rush there from Jacob Johnson. JJ will call him. He remains nameless out there. The faceoff will stay inside the Moncton zone. LeBlanc back through the middle, but it's turned over along the way. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd. LeBlanc will get it back. He'll take a bump there from Price. Breakout opportunity here for the Scorpions, but it's going to be picked off there. Now Price tries to chip it to himself. Now they'll find the puck, but Delaire's just going to pick it up, and he's going to wheel and spin as he finds that stick of Dre, and Dre just gets a piece of that. Now as Delaire will just run right through his man. Tenard will pick it up, tries to go to the backhand, turns it over. Delaire is going to work up top around the top half of the blue line. Backhand that down low. Not going to take any chances at the offensive blue line, and that's the right way to do things. As Castle, he's just going to work straight down and double hit there as Scott took out Castle and the liney. Nothing like getting up to full speed and hitting an abrupt stop. Now as that's going to be almost turned over, and actually now Will Delaire couldn't find it though. So that was a dangerous pass through the middle, and then they just pass it right to the black jersey. Johnson tries to make a move. Not sure how he got through both black jerseys there, but he does. And now the puck chipped up out into the neutral zone here as Richard and Terrio, a little miscommunication, but the puck will find the stick of Terrio. He's just going to get it in deep down the right corner. As Green back for it, he's just going to backhand one back the other way. And then rimmed around the other side. Under 5 minutes to go here. Passed out front. Belivo's going to whack at it, but he couldn't get enough on it to get it towards the net, so it's going to be picked up there by Johnson as he fired that up the left wall. Now it's almost picked off as Tenard. Now it's Green. He's going to fire that blindly off the wall. He had Tenard up ice, and that's going to go down for icing. A quick little head check there, and might have seen your man leaving, but puck's going to be whistled on the offside, or sorry, the icing. That puck will swing all the way back down into the Pirates' zone to the left of Kirsten. Won by the Pirates, but picked up here by the Scorpions. Moncton in behind their own net. Mazerall. He's going to try and center to Dufour. He does. Shot there as Kirsten makes the initial save. The rebound comes free out to the point. Right side for Finney. Finney fires that. Blocker save. Kirsten. Mazerall. It's another opportunity. Centering pass there. Kirsten may have got a piece or it hit a body in front. Now Finney's going to drill Dufour. And now Nicholson's going to be off to the races. He's got a good head of steam, but Finney's on him. Nicholson tries to pull it back into the middle. Now it's a loose puck. There's a lane back to help. Good job by him. He played it with his hand, so he's going to have to touch up, even though it was in the defensive zone as Mumbercat was coming in hot, but he blew a tire. Maybe he has his all seasons on still. Now Phillips is just going to fire that cross ice hard off the boards. Under 3 minutes to go. Powers is going to cover that up. And try and eat some more of this clock here. Back in behind the net is LeBlanc here from Moncton. He tries to fire that up for Dallaire. Dallaire with a return pass there. A little unconventional breakout, but whatever gets it done. As LeBlanc into the zone. Kirsten down there to play it. Still 1-0 here between Acadia and Antigonish over at the Hector Arena in the U15AA division. A closely contested game. Now is Keating trying to get by Gracie. And that'll be in on Powers. He'll hang on. 2 minutes and just under here. So over on the auxiliary pad, or the Bell Alliant pad, U15A division, Acadia Axemen, Bedford Blues. Bedford leads that one 5-1. And of course here at the Wellness Center on the Sobeys ice pad, the Scorpions lead the Pirates 7-1. 40 save performance so far from Carter Kirsten. And 17 down at the other end there for Powers. Johnson is going to head up ice. Beliveau picked it off, backdoor pass looking for Lutz there, and must have bounced over his stick as he had a great gaping cage there as McPherson will wheel it around. He's going to wait for that puck to get to him. He's just going to chip that off the wall. Good area pass there, as we talked about earlier in the game, as LaRue tries to fire it back from McPherson. He'll get it back. Oh, what a save there from Powers as he kicked out that right pad, and now there's going to be a penalty in front of the net. McPherson's going to have a word with LeBlanc, and what a rush there as the old chip and chase. That's pretty much how they draw it up there, folks. McPherson chipped that off. LaRue coming through for support. And that's what they talk about when you isolate the D-man and create a little 2-on-1 in your area. LaRue was able to get that puck back out front to McPherson, but Powers there to make the save, so matching what's going on down in the other net. The last minute to play here. It looks like a 6-minute penalty, which was very interesting. Not sure what the call was. I've taken a 6-minute penalty in my life before, but it was 3 penalties in one. Anyways, we continue. 30 seconds left to go. Price is just going to fire that in, and Johnson's going to get there first. Now it's going to be cleared the length of the ice anyway, so into the Pirates bench. 15 seconds left to go, and it looks like they're probably just going to let the time run out here. The 6-goal lead is going to be tough to come back for in 10 seconds, so that will officially do it here, folks. The final score here from the Wellness Center. The Moncton Scorpions 7 and the Strait Richmond Pirates 1. A 40-save performance from Carter Kirsten in a losing effort, but should definitely be mentioned that he made some absolutely fantastic saves and ones that we'll be talking about here for the weekend. But ultimately, it's going to be Powers with the win. We're going to stick around for the handshakes and the player of the game presentations. And it looks like a member of the Wearwell Bombers will get to present the player of the games here in this one. We'll get a closer look. We're just going to step aside here for just a moment so you don't have to listen to me for the next 30 seconds or so. And we'll be back with the player of the game ceremony in just a sec.
Player of the game for the Strait Richmond Pirates, number 11, Ethan Nicholson.
So Ethan Nicholson will take player of the game honors home for the Pirates. So he had some flashes of offense there and a little pep in his step as well.
Player of the game for the Moncton Scorpions, number 4, Liam Rouleau.
So Liam Rouleau will take player of the game honors here for the Scorpions. And that'll do it here for this one. 7-1 win for the Moncton Scorpions over the Strait Richmond Pirates. For High Button Sports, my name is Matt Dudelay. I am signing off, and enjoy the rest of your day.